Welcome to Wednesday. I'm Daniel McCrane with McCrane Associates. So glad you're watching this video. McCrane Associates, just to tell you a little bit about what we do. You know how founders of small businesses sometimes hit a wall as they're trying to achieve profitability in their business, or they just can't figure out quite how to scale their business. And definitely they struggle and haven't even given much thought really to what kind of a legacy they're going to leave in their business. Well, these are the things that McCrane Associates helps with. So we help small business owners to increase their profitability through our strategic planning. We can help them enhance their scalability through the strategic processes that we use, the systemization. Can't talk. This is live. Systemized processes that we use, and then we can also work on their legacy as we do our advanced planning and long-term planning. And that's guaranteed, by the way. Don't know if I've mentioned that as I tried to introduce the company before. Anyway, wow, that was long-winded and didn't go over very well. So anyway, today what I want to talk about is getting your business ready to hand over to someone else, or at least to give you opportunity to step away from some of the day-to-day operations of the business. One of the things that you really should pay attention to and work on, spend some time doing, is working on KPIs, the key performance indicators, and also looking at different incentives that you might have within the business. So the key performance indicators are things that will cause you to know if the business is on track, if everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing, if the business is generating the right kind of money and then doing the right kind of things. Key performance indicators might be a number of leads that are responding to a marketing campaign. Other key performance indicators might be repeat business that you get from customers. So those would be key performance indicators, things that are really important for you to watch inside your business. And along with those key performance indicators, there should be some incentives so that your team members in your business feel like they're contributing, and they feel like there's something a little bit extra to make them more passionate to work on those KPIs, key performance indicators. Now, there could be some incentives in your business you're completely unaware of, which could actually act against you, could actually be disincentives. And it would really be more about things you aren't aware of, the things that were unintentional, maybe a process that's broken, maybe a complicated process, some things like that. Those could be disincentives to performing against those KPIs. So make sure that you've got really good incentives so people do feel motivated. They want to go after some of those KPIs. They want to earn some of those different incentives. Now, incentives don't always have to be monetary. Keep this in mind. Incentives could take any form. In fact, there's a great book out there. I think it's a pretty old book by now, but I think it's called like 1,001 Ways to Reward Employees or something like that. So look into some things like that where you can provide some incentives to your team members inside your business. The only caution then I would say about checking on incentives, adding some incentives into your business is do be aware that sometimes there could be some unintended consequences of incentives. And here's a case where that happened. Back in the day, there was an incentive that was put on the Veterans Administration hospital system about trying to get patients in to see a doctor in a timely manner. And if they got to see the doctor in a timely manner, then there were some incentives for that hospital. Sounds great, right? Let's try to get our vets in to see doctors and get them taken care of. That's a great thing. Here was the disincentive, or here was the unintended consequence. There was such a backlog of veterans trying to see doctors that eventually somebody just started taking people off of the wait list. So that now suddenly it looked like veterans were seeing doctors within the time limit to meet the incentive. So that was an unintended consequence. And when that came out, that was a huge fiasco. I don't know if you remember that a few years ago, but that was an unintended consequence of a good incentive. So be very, very careful as you're designing your incentives that there aren't any unintended consequences as well. Hey, look, I'm happy to speak with you about that. If you want to talk about designing incentives, looking at KPIs, anything like that, one of the best things you could do then for that is feel free to reach out to me, give me a call, send me an email, whatever you want to do, and we can have a conversation about KPIs in your business and designing incentives to go along with those. So, with that, everybody, I'm